All right, so you completely lost your when you heard Kenya call you a backstabber.
I did not.
Yes, you did. Say what? You calling me a backstabber? I don't address issues usually, but this backstabber comment coming from Miss Twirl herself must be addressed now. And it goes on and on and on and ends with now twirl on that. Why did that irritate you so much?
Because I'm not a backstabber.
I felt that if they were no longer going to be friends, that Nene should not have divulged certain secrets. She should not have come for her in her job. And I just felt, by my definition, that means someone is a backstabber.
I think that Kenya didn't know everything that happened. She only knows what her friend said. And so I have to say that her thoughts are one-sided.
Allison from Florida said, Cynthia, as soon as Nene comes back, you run to her. She has a strange hold on you.
A hold, baby.
Kenya, now that Nene's back, do you feel like a placeholder?
No. Cynthia is a loyal friend. I think she had a misstep in Jamaica.
I guess it's the fact that it seemed to everyone that you do have a true friendship with Kenya.
I do.
You two felt the frickin' frack over here.
I knew when you said you two.
Yes.
The haters.
He's renamed
The
us.
Greek chorus, frickin' frack.
Greek chorus.
You two seem to think that Cynthia did the flip-flop of all time.
Cynthia herself said that she's the president of the flip-flop committee. And she was just simply representing, honey. That's what she does. Honestly, we had witnessed a great relationship bloom between Kenya and Cynthia. But it felt like you were like, I'm getting to know Kenya, but Nene is my girl.
Right.
Yeah.
At the time, you obviously were very hurt.
What I was hurt about is her saying, we're still getting to know each other, as though I'm just some stray off the street, and then all of a sudden, Nene comes back and she just kind of throws me away. That's how I felt.
I'll tell you why I
It was like
said
an
that.
ultimate denial of a relationship.
And I'll tell you why I said that, Kenya. You know, Nene and I didn't talk for 2 years. We had a very bad fallout. And, I mean, it felt good to just be cool again. What I did make the mistake of doing was just not really being crystal clear about how I felt about Kenya. And we're not besties or BFFs, but we are very, very close friends, and I love her.
It didn't seem like frickin' frack. You were that psyched when you came and surprised everybody in Jamaica. Did you get that?
Absolutely. I thought we were cool. So I was really shocked that freaking frack was tripping. I thought I was going to be there. Hey, your girl is here. Hey, baby. Hey. What's going on?
We were happy inside.
You know, we were happy.
Inside,
No, we were
with
really
frowns
happy
on your
inside
faces.
with a little shade on the outside.
Yeah, with a lot of shade on the outside.
We had just talked to you.
talking to her. But what was the issue?
We were rooting for you, and you
I
didn't
was
tell us
just
if y'all
tired.
had been sneaking around.
Okay, you was tired for the whole Jamaica trip?
I talked to you during that Jamaica trip.
Yeah, with eyes of I don't know what.
Let me ask you
I
this.
don't know why they were doing me like that.
Nene, last time you were here, you were not feeling Miss Moore, but it seems like there's been a thaw.
You know, I would have to say that Kenya and I have gotten in a much better place because I have wanted to just snatch Kenya's eyes out of her head. You know, I've never really wanted to fight with Kenya. I just think Kenya wanted to fight with me.
Oh, girl, stop.
No, I'm serious.
You tried it.
serious.
Is there a shovel for all this
I am
BS that's
serious.
being thrown out here? Okay,
I've
listen,
sat in
I'm
this
not
seat
gonna...
before, and it was coming from
Yes.
both ends.
Okay,
Well,
stop
honey,
it. But let me
Kenya
say
wanted to
this.
fight me.
Let me say this. We have a lot in common. We have our mothers, and that history in common is, in the beginning, what bonded us. When we were at odds at the last reunion, when your breakdown occurred...
Just
Candace, come on. She's hurting. It didn't matter if we had been fighting. It didn't matter if I had called you names or you called me names. It just mattered to me that you were hurting. We have both hurt each other.
Yes.
But I have love for you. I always have.
We talked about Kim, and there were some of the women that felt like she wasn't necessarily a fit for this show. As someone who's been at it for so long, what's your reaction to Kim?
What was interesting about Kim to me was that in the middle of us doing whatever we do, she's like, oh, okay, I got to go. And I thought, well, damn, this is interesting. So that's how they doing it now? So, you know, she was just like, exit. Well, oh, good night. I had an early morning. Goodbye. And I'm like, oh. You know, I just thought that was so interesting to me. And I was just be like, where are you going? Like, we're doing something.
I'm not a night owl. I got, you know, a morning routine that I have. And I think the idea of something different, Certainly the idea of everybody being kind of the same, what's the point and what's the fun of that?
I get that, but I feel like Kim doesn't want to be friends with anybody. It's sort of like she kind of alienates herself. It's like she doesn't try to be friends with anybody.
Phaedra, you
know,
two
she
seem
doesn't
to have
seem like-
developed a genuine...
Yeah, we definitely communicate outside of the show.
We also have things in common, but it's not as organic as one would think. It's
Well,
kind
I'm
of
very
like,
organic, and I feel like we have things in common.
organic.
You know, I'm an actress, and I'm in the business.
Absolutely. No, absolutely.
Honestly, I like Kim, but I did not or do not think that Kim is a fit for this group of girls.